Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, it's going to be another comparison video. Today, we're going to compare two very close cartridges, the 6.5 Weatherby RPM to the 6.5 PRC. If you guys like these kind of comparisons, please like and subscribe. Let's go ahead and see how they do against each other.
In 2019, Weatherby introduced its newest cartridge, the 6.5 Weatherby RPM. And this cartridge is a lot different than any other Weatherby cartridge for two reasons. One, it's not a belted Magnum. And two, it doesn't have the Weatherby double radius shoulder. It's a little bit more modern. And Weatherby's real goal for this cartridge was to provide a Magnum 6.5 cartridge in the lightest rifle possible. And they did just that. There are two types of actions in the Mark V. There is your Magnum action, which is a 9-lug action, which is really heavy duty, a lot of weight. And then they have their standard action, which is a 6-lug. And so their whole idea was to make a 6.5 Magnum in a backcountry TI that's less than 5 pounds. And in order to do that, they needed to have it in the 6 action lug, or the 6-lug action, so that it could cut down on weight. And the parent case to this, before I forget to tell you, is it's roughly based on the 284 Winchester. It's just lengthened out by a bit. It really compares to a 30-06 case with how much powder it can hold. But let's go ahead and see how the numbers do. Okay, so let's say with that 140 grain AccuBond, is almost going 3,100 feet per second. And as you can see, a little spoiler, factory loads for the 6.5 PRC are just a bit slower at 2,960 feet per second. And so if you are a hunter that does not reload, the Weatherby RPM is a little bit quicker than the 6.5 PRC. And as you can see it compared to the other popular 6.5s. It's 300 feet per second faster than a Creedmoor and a little bit quicker than a 264 Win Mag. These are all factory loads, of course. So this rifle and cartridge is really meant for extreme backpacking hunting. You're getting one of the lightest rifles you can get in a really flat shooting, relatively low recoil Magnum. In 2013, Hornady introduced the 6.5 PRC. And what this is a Magnum version of a 6.5 Creedmoor. The parent case is the 300 Ruger Compact Magnum, and with a 26-inch barrel, which it's offered in 24-inch barrels, which are more suited for hunting, and then 26-inch barrels for long-range shooting, you can get some pretty good velocities that will actually beat the Weatherby RPM because of that extra 2 inches of barrel length. With a 143 grain bullet, if you hand load, you can get it all the way up at 3150, which is quite fast. Again, that factory ammo though was going only 2960 with a 24-inch barrel. Also, while I'm here, I'm going to show you the 147 grain ELD match. It's going about 100 feet per second slower at 3050 feet per second. Still extremely good velocities. Now let me go ahead and show you how it compares to the 6.5 Weatherby RPM downrange. Starting with the 6.5 Weatherby RPM, we're going to use the ELDX bullet, the 143 grain, because it has a BC of 0.623. And the hand loads that I could find for the Weatherby RPM put it right with the factory ammo. Weatherby likes to do hot loads for their factory ammo, so this bullet will roughly be going 3,075 feet per second. Energy-wise, it's at 3,000 foot-pounds. It's really good. Let's go ahead and look out to normal distances for hunting. 400 yards, your bullet is almost going 2,500 feet per second, and the energy at 1958. So that's plenty It is a Magnum, so it does really well. Let's go ahead and see how far it can go before it hits 1,500 foot-pounds of energy. So, as you can see, out to 600 yards, your bullet's still going 2,200 feet per second and it's 1,500 foot-pounds of energy. Still really good. I would probably never shoot at game at 600 yards, but you know, the rifle definitely has potential. So, the drop, extremely flat shooting. As you can see, the windage as well is really good as well. The 6.5 PRC using that same ELDX bullet, 143 grain, with a 26-inch barrel, it's going 3,150 feet per second. The energy is about 150 foot-pounds more. And then out to normal hunting distances at 400 yards, the bullet's going 2,500 feet per second. And the energy, like I said, is still a little bit more than the Weatherby at 2,063 foot-pounds. And so roughly about 100 foot-pounds difference. And as you can see with drop as well, they're pretty much identical, with the PRC having a slight advantage. Same as with the windage. And then the recoil is just a little bit more because you are pushing that bullet a little bit quicker. So let's see, I guess, what the limitations for the PRC with 1,500 foot-pounds. All right, so my graph only shows it to 600 yards. You really could get it to 650 and still have 1,500 foot-pounds. So it has about a 50-yard advantage over the Weatherby. But 600 yards at 1,600 foot-pounds, again, the drop is extremely close, within probably an inch or two. Same with the windage. They're just extremely similar in performance. All right, guys, so which cartridge would I recommend if you're in the market for one? I think it really depends. Are you a big Weatherby fan? Do you have some money to lay down on the cartridge? Because the 6.5 Weatherby RPM is only offered in a Mark V, and to really take advantage of that really light rifle, you're going to pay, I think, around $3,000 or more for that backcountry TI. So it's a lot of money, but performance is really similar to a PRC, especially if you're using for hunting. That PRC, I doubt it gets 3,150 with a 24-inch barrel, but if you want a more budget-friendly rifle, you definitely would have to go with the 6.5 PRC, because they actually offer the rifles for $500 or so. You really can't go wrong with either one. I think they're going to be here for a while, and yeah, they're great cartridges.
Before you guys go, do me a favor and go check out CR42 Hunting. He's a relatively new YouTube channel, and what he does is he takes these popular hunting cartridges and compares them at the range. So what he does is a lot of penetration tests, whether that's through paper or through concrete. It's really fun videos, and he has some good 300 Weatherby content, and he just got a 6.8 Western. So fun videos. Please go check it out. Hope you guys have a great day.